With more COVID cases, more people are getting tested. So where do you go? Fox 2's Margie Ellisor is joining us live. She has details on a one-stop business that offers options for parents to get results. Good morning, Margie.
Yeah, good morning, Kim. Well, of course, hospitals and urgent cares, that's one place offering testing. Another option that's quick and easy is a walk-in testing lab. It's called Any Lab Test Now. It is located on Manchester Road in Baldwin. It's currently seeing a huge spike in testing and expects to conduct thousands more over the next few weeks at its nearly 200 locations nationwide. They also offer a variety of options when it comes to testing for COVID.
We offer 5 different kinds of tests here, and so the MAs here can help you decide which one is best for you. The nasal swab is how we use the PCR test. There's a nasal swab for the antigen test. There's a finger stick for the antibody instant test. And then there's a serological test for a quantitative antibody test, which can test your whole body's the whole spectrum of antibodies and see if you're in active infection or if you have protection left over from a previous infection.
He goes on to say that the PCR test, that's the one that's overnight. It is the gold standard, but if you need fast results, they do offer the rapid test.
The caveat I give is that they really just give you a positive or a negative. They don't tell you levels and different things like that. For instance, the finger stick test, which is the antibody test, you can go in too early. If your body hasn't had time to develop the antibodies yet, that's a little bit early. But you can take the antigen test, which is an instant test, and that should tell pretty immediately whether you have it or not. And both of those tests are $59. They're very inexpensive.
You can walk in or schedule an appointment online. Of course, scheduling it will allow the medical assistant to have all of the proper supplies and documents ready and waiting for your visit, which will help you reduce your wait time. For the most part, though, you can expect to be in and out in about 15 minutes for your on-demand test. And the owner also mentioned because of the Delta variant, they are seeing a huge rise in cases and does expect once those kids start heading back to school, those testing results will rise even more. The deal is, Kim, when the kids go back to school, and you kind of touched on this when you were talking about the device being used at schools, is when they go to the nurse's office, let's say before the pandemic, maybe they had a runny nose or they had a headache. If they have any 2 symptoms that could be COVID related, the nurse is going to have to call a parent to come pick that child up, and they can't come back to school until they have been tested and tested negative for COVID. So that's what they're doing now. Before they just maybe give them some ibuprofen and have the child lay down for a little bit. But any 2 symptoms of COVID, that kid's got to get tested before they come back.